मित्रहो, आकाशाला गवसणी घालणारी अनेक स्वप्न उराशी बाळगून तुम्ही सारे प्रकाशवाटांचे वाटसरू आहात. आवश्यकता आहे ती फक्त दिशादर्शनाची. आपण सकाळपासून या वेबिनारसाठी उपस्थित आहात आणि MST-CET म्हणून जे विषय आपल्याला आहेत त्याबाबतचं मार्गदर्शन विविध तज्ज्ञांकडून आपण आता प्राप्त केलेलं आहे. यानंतर काय तर करिअरच्या विविध संधी ज्या विविध औद्योगिक क्षेत्रात उपलब्ध आहेत, विविध अभियांत्रिक क्षेत्रात उपलब्ध आहेत, त्याबाबतचं मार्गदर्शन आता आपल्याला प्राप्त करून घ्यायचं आहे. आणि म्हणूनच या कार्यक्रमात विविध व्यावसायिक अभ्यासक्रमांची ओळख आपण करून घेणार आहोत. या सत्रात अभियांत्रिकी क्षेत्रातील करिअर संधींचा आपण विचार करणार आहोत. प्रथमतः यंत्र अभियांत्रिकी क्षेत्रातील म्हणजेच मेकॅनिकल इंजिनिअरिंगशी संबंधित विद्याशाखांचा परिचय आपण करून घेणार आहोत. प्राध्यापक डॉक्टर SN सपली हे आपल्यासोबत आहेत. डॉक्टर सपली हे पुण्याच्या शासकीय अभियांत्रिकी महाविद्यालयामध्ये प्राध्यापक म्हणून कार्यरत आहेत. सरांचा अभियांत्रिकी क्षेत्रातील 32 वर्षांचा अध्यापनाचा अनुभव आहे. अनेक आंतरराष्ट्रीय आणि राष्ट्रीय पातळीवरचे शोधनिबंध सरांनी प्रसिद्ध केलेले आहेत. शासनाचा 2012-13चा आदर्श शिक्षक पुरस्कार सरांना देऊन गौरवान्वित करण्यात आलेला आहे. सरांनी अनेक पेटंट्स फाईल केलेले आहेत आणि म्हणूनच मला वाटतं सरांकडनं आपण या क्षेत्रातली माहिती जी आहे त्याबाबत त्यात कोणत्या कोणत्या संधी उपलब्ध आहेत ते सरांकडनं समजून घेऊया. मी माननीय सपली सरांना विनंती करतो की त्यांनी कृपया सत्राची सुरुवात करावी.
I am going to introduce you mechanical engineering, the course program content of the mechanical engineering and career opportunities in mechanical engineering, and also allied programs of mechanical engineering. An engineer is a person who uses scientific knowledge to solve the practical problems of the society. Engineer is a person who creates new things, who converts the old things into a better one to serve the society at large. Mechanical engineering is a 4-year degree course consisting of 8 semesters, 2 semesters every year. So, to become a mechanical engineering, he has to study almost 40 subjects in 4 years. So, if you consider 10 subjects of the first year, remaining 30 subjects are based on mechanical engineering. So, in this mechanical engineering, you are supposed to learn in 4 streams actually. One is design engineering, another is manufacturing engineering, thermal engineering and soft skills. So, this becomes the part of mechanical engineering. Let us take one example of day-to-day life. You have a two-wheeler. If you want, a company wants to manufacture the two-wheeler and bring it to the market. So, the design parameters are what is the weight carrying capacity of the vehicle, how many people will be sitting on it, what are the safety factor, aspects of the vehicle, brake system, lighting system, etc. So, these are the design parameters. So, how we are going to achieve all these? So, one has to learn engineering drawing, means you have to convert the sketches of the parts, give the dimensions, so in which you are going to learn engineering drawing or engineering graphics. So, if you want to manufacture these components in the industry factory with a very precise dimensions, you have to give the upper limit and lower limit of the dimension. It means that you have to learn machine drawing. You have to design the components for taking certain load, maybe static and dynamic load. So, therefore, you have to learn strength of material. You have to learn the shaft power is to be transmitted to the field. So, there is a mechanism. So, therefore, you have to learn the subject like theory of machine design, computer aided design, computer aided machining, computer aided engineering. So, new materials are coming to satisfy the needs of the various items. So, composite material one has to study because of the unbalanced forces in the mechanical systems, vibrations are created, unwanted noise is created. For that, one has to study vibration and acoustics, finite element analysis. So once you design, come out with the manufacturing drawing, it is to be manufactured in the workshop or different factories locations. So for that, one has to learn manufacturing processes, workshop technology, metallurgy, tool engineering, production technology, operation research, industrial automation and robotics, industrial management. So these are the courses or subject one has to learn as a part of manufacturing. Just now I have given an example of a two-wheeler. The source of energy is you have to burn the fuel, so that chemical energy is converted into thermal energy, that is converted into mechanical energy. So for that, to see how much part of the chemical energy is converted into useful work, one has to learn the subjects like thermodynamics, heat and mass transfer. So many times mechanical engineer has to design the water pumping systems, so that he has to learn fluid mechanics, fluid pumps and turbo machineries. So whenever for every machine one needs energy as a input. So one has to generate the energy. So for harnessing the energy from the this energy is generated either from the thermal power plants like steam power plants or gas turbine power plants or hydroelectric power plants, or non-conventional way we can harness the energy from solar and winds. So therefore one has to learn these courses. So there is a course or subject non-conventional energy source. So life has to be made comfortable. So roti kapda और मकान, इसके बाद two-wheeler, four-wheeler, then comfort conditions in the house, that is air conditioner. So this air conditioning subjects are to be studied in in mechanical engineering. So other than this IC engine, automobile engineering one has to study. So along with the mechanical courses, today is the world of digital India, digital world. So in that case one has to learn AutoCAD, CATIA, ProE, Hypermesh, ANSYS, Fluent, ERP, SolidWorks. So these are the various softwares one has to learn in a 4 years time. Another allied branch of mechanical engineering is production engineering. So in this, actually it is a sub branch of mechanical engineering. So if anybody wants to become expert only in manufacturing engineering, then he has to select the branch production engineering. So this 80% of the syllabus is from production, only 20% of the syllabus is from mechanical, like thermodynamics, heat transfer and all. So here you are going to learn workshop technology, metrology and quality control, industrial engineering, plant layout, supply chain management. So like that, all industry related courses are to be learnt in 4 years time. Another so these are the various courses one has to learn. Then another branch of mechanical engineering is automobile engineering. So now you see this sector is growing at a large, from two-wheeler to four-wheeler to buses, trucks and railways. These are the mode of transportation. So this industry is growing at large. So in that case the manpower requirement is also very large. So the candidate who selects this branch has to learn all the courses related to automobile, like body design, then vehicle dynamics, so designing of the doors, windows, headlights, steering system, then chassis design, completely related to the automobile sector. So therefore this is another branch of sub branch of mechanical engineering. Mechatronics today is the world of automation. Every equipment, every machine is supposed to work only based on automatics with electronic controls, with a precise control. In that case, this is the course which is being, this is a course means is a program. So in this one has to learn all the electronic controls along with the mechanical subjects, mechanisms. So this is also one of the branch. So see, for example, you have an industry like medical industry. You are supposed to manufacture some liquid medicine which is to be manufactured, filled into in a specific bottle, it is to be sealed and collected in the box, box is to be again packed. So, this all processes are to be carried out automatically with a minimum time and energy input. So, for that one has to, it's a part of mechatronics. Similarly, medical devices are there, so many, if you go to the hospitals and all, many mechanical machines are there which are being built and operated by the mechanical engineering or mechatronics engineer. So, ATM machine is also automatically operated, automatic machine, vending machine, then 3D printers. So, the complex objects which are not possible to be manufactured with ordinary machining processes, so are manufactured with the help of 3D printers. So, it is a new approach, new technology, so one of the branches of the mechanical engineering. Apart from this, we have polymer technology, we have chemical engineering also, where mechanical, so they are not directly related sub branches of mechanical, but they are also part of mechanical engineering. Then another branch is metallurgy. So, in this metallurgy branch one has to learn, so the courses like non-ferrous and ferrous metals. In ferrous metals, how steel is harvested from the iron ore, iron mines, then converted to steel bits into different rods, cross sections and all, that is processing of steel in steel industry. Similarly, non-ferrous metals like stainless steel, copper, aluminum, many products are being manufactured. So, the manufacturing process of these items are to be studied in metallurgy. Apart from that, new recent technology of developing nanomaterials, composite materials are also part of metallurgy. So, therefore, this is one of the growing what you can say branch, so especially available at COEP. Now, if you want to, after pursuing 4 years degree program, mechanical, mechatronics, metallurgy or automobile engineering or production engineer, what are the job opportunities? So, you can have two types of jobs. One is technical job, another is non-technical. In technical, you can directly get a job in the industry as an analytical engineer, as a design engineer, as a mechanical engineer. Then after that, if you do not want to pursue job, you can go for higher education. You can do ME, MTech in thermal engineering, design engineering, automotive technology, like that. After that, you can do PhD, pursue PhD in foreign universities or in Indian universities. You can choose a career in the teaching also or as a scientist in many industries. In non-technical jobs, you can get directly as a market engineer, as a sales engineer, or if you want to do post graduation, if you want to do master's degree, you have the MBA and all, DBM, etc. So, these are the areas where you can get the opportunities, say aeronautical sector, space research, automobile sector, energy and utilities, refrigeration and air conditioning, pharmaceutical industries, biomedical industries, agriculture sector, turbo machineries, oil and natural gas exploration, that is refineries. So, these are the areas where you get the opportunity to pursue your career. So, apart from career only in engineering fields, you can have the law degree after your BE or BTech degree in mechanical engineering. You can go as a what you can say advocate in patenting. So, this is again growing field in India. You can get a job in banking and financial sector, aircraft design, also NASA and Boeing. So, these are the companies where they employ lot of mechanical engineers. Offshore drilling and natural gas extraction, the companies like Reliance, Bharat Petroleum, Philips, etc. So many are there in the multinational sector to produce petrol, diesel and so many others. Government sectors, pharmaceutical industries, Indian Post, LIC and RBI. So, these are the so you can get the opportunities in government sector also. Indian engineering services through UPSC, that is competitive examination. Air Force, Navy and Army, you lot of opportunities for mechanical engineers. You can have good career in Indian Railways, Indian Space Research Organization, that is ISRO. You can you can become an administrator competing in UPSC, MPSC examinations. You can get the jobs in National Thermal Power Corporation or MACB. So petroleum industries, NALCO, coal, DRDO, etc. These are the various organizations where largely mechanical engineers are absorbed. So after getting what is my position in the while entering in the industries, maybe analytical engineer. So you have simulated so many components for the design and modification purpose. So how you are going to carry out that simulation process using the softwares like CFDs and NCs and optimization or hypermesh softwares. So you can be absorbed as a design engineer in R&D, research and development department of every company. This is gaining a lot of importance, because earlier we used to have the collaborations with foreign companies and the technology used to come to India. Now government has opened the doors, so therefore all the multinationals, they can establish their own companies in any part of India. So therefore the technology, the recent technology, new technology is remaining within the four walls of that company. So the Indian companies are how to come out with their own technology. So therefore R&D department is the main component of Indian industry to be, for its survival. You can work as a testing engineer, you can work as a manufacturing engineer on the shop floor to get the production of so many components with the precise dimension and accuracy for interchangeability and all. So manufacturing engineer. So development engineer, so as I said, you want to develop one component to another one with certain modifications to achieve to increase the facility or to save the energy consumption or like that. So in that case one can get the job as development engineer, research engineer, sales engineer. The best job after BE degree is the salesman. If you want to select this job, this is the one of the best to get the idea about the product selling in the market and the requirement of the market to be studied. So it is a good opportunity. So after that you can go for as a after BE you have joined in the industries and you can pursue with MBA. After that you can become the management level opportunities in the industries. So you can be a consultant in the market for the development of the industries and technology. So in conclusion, engineering is a field that requires dedication and focus. If you enjoy maths and science, this is a great field to pursue. It is a challenging but not also exciting and highly satisfying career in mechanical engineering. So with this I conclude here. These are the various logos of various companies where one can get the opportunity as a mechanical engineer. So thank you.
मित्रहो, यंत्र अभियांत्रिकी विद्याशाखेबद्दल आपण आत्ताच माहिती करून घेतली. यानंतर आपण ओळख करून घेणार आहोत ती स्थापत्य अभियांत्रिकी म्हणजे सिव्हिल इंजिनिअरिंग या विद्याशाखेची. मानवी संस्कृतीच्या विकासामध्ये अत्यंत महत्त्वाचं स्थान असलेली सिव्हिल इंजिनिअरिंग ही एक विद्याशाखा. प्राध्यापक डॉक्टर AS वायल आपल्याला या संदर्भात मार्गदर्शन करणार आहेत. मी सरांना आमंत्रित करतो. डॉक्टर वायल सर हे VJTI म्हणजेच वीरमाता जिजाबाई टेक्निकल इन्स्टिट्यूट मुंबई येथे असोसिएट प्रोफेसर आणि विभाग प्रमुख म्हणून कार्यरत आहेत. सरांनी राष्ट्रीय आणि आंतरराष्ट्रीय स्तरावर अनेक शोधनिबंध प्रसिद्ध केलेले आहेत. सगळ्यांच्या जिव्हाळ्याचा हल्ली असलेला विषय म्हणजेच वॉटर रिसोर्स इंजिनिअरिंग आणि हायड्रॉलॉजी हा त्यांचा संशोधनाचा विषय आहे. मी डॉक्टर वायल सरांना विनंती करतो की त्यांनी स्थापत्य अभियांत्रिकी संदर्भात आपल्या विद्यार्थ्यांना मार्गदर्शन करावं, त्यातील संधी आणि असलेले वेगवेगळे स्कोप. वायल सर.
It's my privilege talking to the young and dynamic minds all over Maharashtra, attending at 500 centers. My task is to take you through the careers in civil engineering program. During this talk, what is civil engineering, what civil engineers do, what different subjects they need to go through, what are different career options and higher studies options, and what are the future opportunities for civil engineer. That way I will try to cover. As civil engineering is said to be mother of all engineering branches, because all branches starts with civil works. If it is a mechanical industry, you have to start with the infrastructure, constructing the buildings and then bring the mechanical equipments and then start. If it's computer or IT sector also, you need first infrastructure to be developed, the building to be constructed, and then you can install that. Civil engineering is a professional engineering discipline that deals with the design, construction and maintenance of the physical and naturally built environment, including different works like roads, bridges, canals, dams, airport, sewerage systems, pipelines, railways, etc. Okay. Also, everyone thinks of a dream home. That is if somebody wants to build a bungalow, somebody wants to have a good flat in the metros or in the cities. That's why everyone comes in with this civil engineering program. The civil engineers are responsible for all this built up this construction. Civil engineering opportunities are there in public, private sectors in India and abroad. As India is a developing country and infrastructure is booming, there is scope for civil engineers is growing, since the infrastructure sector is very fast growing. What does civil engineer do? Really, if you want to know about that, all this civil engineering design and planning and construction of different infrastructures like roads, bridges, high-rise constructions. As you see, now we are going vertically in most of the cities and metros, dams, airports, water supply and sanitary systems, residential projects, commercial projects, solutions for traffic congestions, and so on. So there are so many infrastructure facilities which are to be built, in which there is a role of civil engineer. The courses which we cover under civil engineering, at a glance, if you want to know what these courses are and what is their content, what we need to study and all this. Few of the core courses start with, if you come in the second year of engineering, in first year you had many sciences courses and few basics civil engineering courses. Then surveying, under which the land surveying, the different calculation of the areas and volume of earthwork and setting up the works. When you are going for road projects or infrastructure projects, initially you need to know the levels of land and what works you need to do in that. So that things are there. Then structural analysis and design courses are there for statically determining the structures under various loading conditions, analyzing the different components, the beams, trusses, frames, cables, analyze the determinate and interdeterminate structures. Then we need to design the RCC elements by different working stress or living state methods and so on, and design of steel structure. So whatever structures we build, the designing component, designing part of that is covered under this area. Then another very important area is environmental engineering, as nowadays from schooling itself there is awareness of environment as EVS subject is there from the schooling itself. In this, in civil engineering, various elements like water supply schemes, sewerage schemes, solid waste management schemes, air pollution, noise pollution, they are designing various types of pollutants, their sources, their effects on environment, their quantifications, analyzing and planning to control these issues is also a part of civil engineering. Design and comparison of sewerage systems, stormwater drains, etc. is also covered under this environmental engineering subject. You could see there is a lot of you can say different areas in civil engineering which we are not aware of. Like another is fluid mechanics, which deals with the liquid, the rainfall runoff, then with the river stream flow and related analysis of incompressible fluids and so on. There is another important subject on which all the infrastructure when we built, it built on the foundation. So, for knowing the geotechnical engineering is a part of checking the stability of the structures, by different soil investigations, by knowing different designs of geotechnical systems. Then another very important subject is transportation engineering, like we many times go through the congestion of traffic and so on. So, how to plan these traffic studies, highway planning, highway designing, do all the construction techniques of like asphalt road, bituminous road, or if it is a concrete road, so flexible and rigid pavements, their material mix designs. Also infrastructures like railways, docks and harbors, airports are also coming under this transportation engineering stream. Their construction and maintenance is also taken care by this branch in this civil engineering. Another construction project management is very important subject where we plan the construction project, planning, scheduling, calculating the construction cost, monitoring and control is taken care by this particular area. Then when we always go for any infrastructure, we need to know in first hand how much total project cost will be. So, this is taken care by this quantity estimation and costing, where we estimate the quantities for different facilities and we do the estimation for roads, for bridges, for canals or for buildings or whatever infrastructure we construct. We also prepare specifications for different items of work. We also analyze the rates for various items, and we also prepare the tender documents, the tendering system which we many times see in the newspaper, the tender notices, that also is taken care by this civil engineering. Also there are contracts and tenders as I discussed. Then building materials and construction is also one part where what are the different construction materials, how they are manufactured, what are their qualities, how to test their quality as per the given Indian standard codes. Very important course again taken care in civil engineering, water resource engineering, as we nowadays find these drafts situations and these issues of water in many of the places. In this subject takes care of many issues like analyzing the rainfall, runoff, water losses, then computing the water requirement for crops, carry out the reservoir planning when you are going for hydraulic construction of hydraulic structure, dams and reservoirs and canals, hydraulic structures and distribution systems, etc. So, that is taken care by these courses. And there is another few courses like concrete technology, where for all this design mix and all for concrete technology, building planning and design, where we plan the building and send it the plans for approvals of the corporation or the authorities. And also in this course nowadays to interact with industry, many institutions are making the industry internship compulsory, and because of that students are exposed to the industrial practices, etc. So, few of the core areas where civil engineering courses are I have just discussed with you. There are different career options in civil engineering, whether you are going with field jobs or whether you want to go for research or whether you want to go in the management areas. Field jobs are available in private sector or public sector and government sector as well. If you go for research, if you are going for master degree MTech, and then you can pursue PhD, or you can be scientist in ISRO or BRC and DRDO. If you are going for management area, then MBA in operations or postgraduate diploma in management and or in marketing, etc. you can pursue. There are different career options as far as private sectors are concerned and public sectors are concerned. In private sectors, there are so many top companies which hire civil engineer graduate, like as I mentioned, few of them having more volume in the market, like L&T, Gammon India, and many other, SCC, Hindustan Construction Company Limited, and so on, where they recruit civil engineers through campus interviews, or they have their own interview panel, and they are advertising and taking the civil engineers graduates. There are career options in government sector as well, like military engineering services, Indian engineering services, state engineering services, even municipal corporations, Jilla Parishad, Nagar Parishads are also advertising for civil engineers at different levels, starting from junior engineer level to assistant engineer, deputy engineers, and so other levels, for taking care of their infrastructure facilities, new construction as well as maintenance of existing infrastructure facilities in their territory. Also in government section, the water resource department, public work department, Mahatransco and Mahagenco and many others are also recruiting civil engineers through Maharashtra Public Service Commission. These are all public sector undertakings like NTPC, BHEL, Oil and Natural Gas Corporation Limited, Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, Gas Authority of India Limited, and ISRO, BPCL, etc. Nowadays, these public sector companies are recruiting civil engineer through GATE. If you are GATE qualified, then directly you are recruited in these companies on the GATE score. You need not have to undergo another examination or interviews, etc. There are many times we find job opportunities like quantity surveyors, civil engineer for structures or supervisors, etc. in the newspapers. GATE for higher education and jobs in public sector, as I told you, nowadays they are taking for GATE, and MPSC for state government jobs, that is PWD, Water Resource Department, Town Planning, etc. And engineering services examinations for central government jobs, that is Indian Railway Services, National Highway Authority of India Limited, then military engineering services, etc. If you go for higher education, there are options according to your area of interest. As now during your graduation also there is the option that you can select your area of interest, and accordingly from third year itself you can align to the elective courses of your interest. Like I have mentioned here a few of the higher education options where you can go for master's programs in structural engineering, master's program in traffic and transportation engineering, hydraulics and water resource engineering, environmental engineering, geotechnical engineering, construction management, or geoinformatics. So these options you can you can select during your graduation itself by selecting the electives of aligning to these particular higher education options. There are, you can see here I have shown few of the marvels of civil engineering. This Burj Khalifa, Dubai, or these are different, this flyover, Spaghetti Junction, UK, or these different steel structures, dams and canals which are constructed. If these structures are fascinating you, then you can be the aspirant for civil engineering branch. There are also in China, you can see this bridge, Bay Bridge and aqueduct in Netherlands, as well as you can see this Bandra Worli Sea Link in Mumbai, as well as this another tunnel, Parpanjal tunnel in Jammu Kashmir, which has reduced the distance many kilometers and also the time to travel. So I have just shown you these marvels of civil engineering so that what engineers can make that final completed facility you can see through this diagrams. I had some figures here for future opportunities for civil engineers. Like this is the statistics. This is the study done by Darsha Research Wing of Darsha's company private limited. They are big in PMCs and all. They have said here that the number of civil engineers created after drop off of MBA, IT and going to the others are around 10,000 in a year. Created are much more, but 10,000 are coming into the core sector. Number of civil engineers in industry as on date, those who are in core sector are 2.3 lakhs. And they have projected the need of additional civil engineers of 4.93 lakhs by 2023. By looking toward the different infrastructure facilities coming in this our India in a developing country. Further additional 4.55 lakh civil engineers by 2028, and civil engineering contributes approximately 17,242 crores to the economy through professional services alone. And major needs in different sectors like real estate, public administration, road and transport, railways, civil engineering, goods and trades, utilities, water, sewage, stormwater, etc. According to percentage, that how much percentage requirement of civil engineers will be there during 2018 and during 2023 and 2028, the figures are projected, and they are very, you can say, it seems that there are ample opportunities. Although if we take 50% of that also, there are a lot of opportunities. The statistics, of course, always this is the relative, it depends on many factors, but they have projected according to all this.
नमस्कार विद्यार्थी मित्रहो, आपण वेगवेगळ्या व्यावसायिक अभ्यासक्रमांची माहिती या सत्रामध्ये घेतो आहोत. स्थापत्य अभियांत्रिकीच्या माहितीनंतर आता आपण वळूया विद्युत अभियांत्रिकी आणि त्याच्याशी संबंधित असलेल्या विविध अभ्यासक्रमांकडे. मित्रहो, सध्या कोणत्याही देशाच्या विकासात ऊर्जेला अत्यंत महत्त्व प्राप्त झालेलं आहे. विद्युत अभियांत्रिकी क्षेत्राला म्हणूनच एक अनन्यसाधारण असं महत्त्व आहे. विद्युत अभियांत्रिकी आणि संबंधित विद्याशाखांबद्दल आपल्याला माहिती देण्यासाठी आपल्याकडे आलेले आहेत डॉक्टर अनुपा सबनीस मॅडम. डॉक्टर सबनीस मॅडम या सरदार पटेल अभियांत्रिकी महाविद्यालय अंधेरी येथे असोसिएट प्रोफेसर आणि विभाग प्रमुख म्हणून सध्या कार्यरत आहेत. IIT मुंबई येथून त्यांनी PhD केलेला आहे आणि त्यांना अध्यापन क्षेत्रातला आणि संशोधन क्षेत्रातला प्रदीर्घ असा अनुभव आहे. मॅडमला मी विनंती करतो की त्यांनी आपल्या सत्राची सुरुवात करावी. मॅडम.
My dear students, now today I'll be discussing the electrical engineering and its allied programs as a career option for you. I'll be discussing mainly what all electrical allied branches are available, because if you see, the electrical engineering is the oldest branch, and over the years the growth in the electrical engineering for different areas is so vast that it is very difficult to cover entire thing in one branch, and that's why now many allied branches are available. So in Maharashtra we are having in different colleges, these are the branches: electrical engineering, electronics engineering or electronics technology, electronics and telecommunication engineering, then electronics and electrical and electronics engineering, electrical and power engineering, electronics and power engineering, electrical and instrumentation engineering, electronics design technology, electronics system engineering. Now, why we go for the electrical engineering, or what is electrical engineering? So if you see electrical engineering or the allied branches, they are actually most diverse technological and engineering disciplines. Now in electrical engineering or electronics engineering, basically the students study the concepts and applications of the electricity, electronics and electromagnetism. And actually what is the aim of learning all these things? Nothing but the development of the electrical equipments and the electrical systems. For example, if you consider the electrical equipments, then electrical motors, then telecommunication devices, medical devices, these all are the electrical equipments. If you see the electrical systems, then our system where we are alive actually, the power system, it is transmission, generation, distribution, then smart grid, then navigation system, communication system. So all are actually we are studied in this electrical engineering and the allied branches. Now we will see why actually this electrical engineering has become, or the allied branches has become very popular. Now because they address actually the variety of crucial engineering issues which are actually faced by society in day-to-day life. The very first thing is the energy. Now we want the efficient lighting, we want the use of the renewable energy, because the conventional energy sources are actually they are reducing day by day. Then low power consumption devices, smart power grid, etc. The second sector or second area where the electrical engineering is becoming very popular is nothing but the information or the data transfer. For example, the communication devices, then the security over the data transfer, the networking, all these issues can be tackled by this electrical engineering and the allied subjects. Then next, the important thing for the society is the health. So all medical devices, medical sensing, imaging, etc., everything depends on how we are studying this electrical engineering and the allied branches. Now in short, I will explain you what are the courses covered during the 4 years of any engineering program. Now if you categorize these courses, then first are the humanities courses like communication skills, then you are having the technical paper presentation skills, social science subjects including the management subjects. Then in these 4 years, we also cover basic science courses, for example, physics, chemistry, mathematics, and even biology, because medical electronics is nothing but biology dependent. Then we are having some engineering science courses like workshop, engineering drawing, then basics of electrical, mechanical and computers, and some mandatory courses considering the environmental issues and the Indian constitution and all, because the engineers again sometimes they have to tackle with the law problems also. So basically all these courses are covered in the first year of engineering. Majority of these courses are covered in the first year of engineering. And when students enter into the second year of engineering, then the courses are categorized as program core courses where the fundamentals of engineering are taught. Then the program electives, they are relevant to the chosen branch or the chosen area. So students can have this specialization selecting the program electives. For example, if you consider the electrical engineer, then the electrical engineer can work for the power system, electrical engineer can work for the electronics devices, electrical engineer can work for the electrical machines. So now these program electives actually they give students opportunity to select their specialization area. Then open electives. Now no engineering branch can be studied as an isolated engineering branch, because if you consider the applications, then all are like the interdisciplinary studies required. So these open electives will cover the other technical or the emerging subjects. Now apart from these subjects, the student has to do the project work, he has to do certain seminar work and the internship in industry or elsewhere. Here is actually I had given the program core courses example. As there are many allied subjects, I cannot cover all the allied subjects. So here just for comparison, I had given what are the core courses. Core courses I mean to say where the fundamentals of engineering of that particular branch are taught. So if you consider the electrical engineering, then the courses are like electrical circuits, then electronic devices, microprocessors, electromagnetic field, power system, control system, electrical machines, power electronics and many more. If you consider the telecommunication branch, then it starts with the network theory, again electronic devices, microcontrollers, But now here analog and digital communication will be there, probability and stochastic processes will be there. The students will study computer architecture, control system, computer network and many more. So these are the examples of the program core courses, where the students basically they learn the fundamental concepts of the branch they have selected. Then we can have the program electives, where the students can learn the subjects like wind and solar energy system, then electrical drives, then power system protection, high voltage engineering, electrical engineering, conservation and auditing, digital control systems, digital signal processing and many more. So basically here students who want to do his career in say power system, then he can go for wind and solar system or the power system protection, high voltage engineering and so on. If he wants to do the career in the machine, then the student can go to the say electric drives, electric machine design, etc. Now similarly that bifurcation the student can do by selecting the proper electives in the telecommunication field. So here some list of the telecommunication courses are given. Then open electives are actually the analog and say the digital communication, that becomes the open elective for the electrical engineers. The computer network becomes the open elective for the electrical engineers, because it is not actually directly related to electrical engineering, but then if the students want to do their career in electrical engineering, then these subjects are required. So these are the open electives. Now we will see what all the opportunities after completing BE or BTech course. So the students can go for the higher studies. So what all the higher studies options available? The MTech in electrical devices and power system, MTech in communication engineering, MTech in information and communication technology, MTech in communication and signal processing, MTech in power electronics, MTech in power systems and power electronics, MTech in microelectronics. So these are all actually the subjects which are the technical subjects available for MTech. Also the students can do the Masters of Business Application MBA, or they can go for MS study in the foreign universities. The other opportunity for the students is to go for the Indian Engineering Services examination. Now if you consider the job opportunities, then job opportunities are in the government or the public or the private sector, then the power plants, production plants, design industries, petroleum industries, natural gas plants, then scientific officers in the research institutes, telecommunication sector, software development and instrumentation. So again the job opportunities are also available in the wide range of area. Now this table actually indicates the job opportunities. This table is taken from one training and placement office survey for the electrical engineering students. So if you consider the name of the companies starting from L&T Engineering to Haftik Info Services, Feedback Infra Private Limited and so on. Here in this you will see the construction companies, here you will see the core electrical companies, here you will see the software companies. So job description, if you see, it is right from graduate engineer trainee in the electrical or the automation sector or in the power system sector or in the design maintenance sector or in the finance also, marketing also, or the designing in electronics engineering. So there is a wide job opportunities available, and if you see the yearly package, it is around 3.3 lakhs to 6.53 lakhs for the graduate trainee engineer. So the scenario for electrical engineer, if you see the wide scope, if you go for any allied subject, but only thing, the students has to be ready with the study of the interdisciplinary subjects. So that's all about the electrical engineering and the allied programs. Thank you very much.
मित्रहो, नुकत्याच झालेल्या सत्रामध्ये आपण विद्युत अभियांत्रिकी क्षेत्रातल्या विविध संधींचा उहापोह केला. आता आपल्या सगळ्यांचं जीवन व्याप्त करणाऱ्या व्यापून टाकणाऱ्या अशा संगणक क्रांतीच्या युगाचे आपण सारेच खरं तर साक्षीदार आहोत. आणि म्हणूनच सगळ्याच तरुणाईला संगणक विज्ञान याबाबत एक प्रकारचं औत्सुक्य आहे. डॉक्टर अरविंद किवळेकर सर आपल्यासोबत आहेत. डॉक्टर किवळेकर हे लोणेरे रायगड इथल्या डॉक्टर बाबासाहेब आंबेडकर तंत्रशास्त्र विद्यापीठात सहयोगी प्राध्यापक आणि संगणक विभागाचे विभाग प्रमुख आहेत. शैक्षणिक आणि संशोधन क्षेत्राचा त्यांना 28 वर्षांचा प्रदीर्घ अनुभव आहे. डॉक्टर किवळेकर सरांना विनंती आहे की त्यांनी संगणक आणि संबंधित विद्याशाखांबाबत विद्यार्थ्यांना मार्गदर्शन करावं. सर.
नमस्कार. आणि मी आज आपल्यासमोर ह्याच्यासाठी उभा आहे की कॉम्प्युटर सायन्स इंजिनिअरिंग हा करिअर ऑप्शन म्हणून का निवडावा हा सगळ्यांना पडलेला प्रश्न, आणि त्याच्यासाठी निवडण्यासाठी जे काही घटक किंवा कारणं आहेत ते विशद करण्याचा मी प्रयत्न करत आहे. मागील काही काळापर्यंत कॉम्प्युटर सायन्स इंजिनिअरिंग ही मोस्ट फेवर्ड ब्रँच ही होती. मी ह्याला मोस्ट फेवर ब्रँच ह्याच्यासाठी म्हणत आहे की JEE किंवा MSCET या परीक्षेमध्ये उत्तीर्ण झालेल्या रँकर्सची ही आवडती ब्रँच होती, त्याच्यामुळे ही मोस्ट फेवर ब्रँच होती. आणि आपण जर 100 पैकी जर 100 विद्यार्थी जर ॲपियर झाले या MSCET किंवा JEE परीक्षेसाठी, आणि त्यांना जर विचारलं की तुम्हाला कोणती ब्रँच निवडायची आहे, त्यात 90% मुलं हे कॉम्प्युटर सायन्स आणि इंजिनिअरिंग असे उत्तर देत होते. त्याच्यामुळे मी ही मोस्ट फेवर ब्रँच अशी म्हणलेली आहे. त्याचबरोबर ह्याला मोस्ट फेवर ब्रँच का घडलेली आहे, कारण की ह्या कॉम्प्युटर सायन्स इंजिनिअरिंगमध्ये आपल्याला चांगली पगाराची गल्लत पगाराची नोकरी मिळण्याची जास्त शक्यता आहे. त्याचबरोबर परदेशात नोकरीची संधी उपलब्ध आहेत, आणि विशेषतः मुलींसाठी तर ही सर्वोत्कृष्ट ब्रँच समजल्या जाते. आपण जर मानवी संस्कृतीचा थोडा अभ्यास केला तर आपल्याला असं आढळून येतं की इंजिनिअरिंग ही ब्रँच पुरातन काळापासून अस्तित्वात आहे, आणि त्या मटेरियलपासून आपण मानवनिर्मित वस्तू तयार करायचा प्रयत्न करत आहे. अश्मयुगामध्ये आपण दगडी वस्तूंचा जास्त तयार करत होतो. त्याच्यानंतर लोहयुगामध्ये आर्टिफिशियल वस्तू तयार करण्याचं जे मटेरियल होतं ते म्हणजे आयर्न किंवा लोह हा होता. आणि मानवी संस्कृतीमधला जर सर्वात परमोच्च पॉईंट जर समजला गेला तर तो म्हणजे प्लॅस्टिक एज. या प्लॅस्टिक एजमध्ये आपण प्लॅस्टिक हा सिंथेटिक मटेरियलपासून नवीन वस्तू तयार करत आहेत. आणि आज आपल्याला माहिती आहे की सध्याचं जे युग आहे त्या युगामध्ये त्याला आपण माहिती युग असं म्हणतो. आणि या माहिती युगामध्ये जे काही नवीन प्रॉडक्ट्स इंजिनियर्स तयार करतात त्या प्रॉडक्ट्सचा जो बेसिस आहे तो बेसिस म्हणजे इन्फॉर्मेशन आहे. आणि मागील 10 वर्षापर्यंत आपण अशा प्रॉडक्ट्सची कल्पना पण करू शकत नव्हतो की फॉर एक्झाम्पल रेल्वे रिझर्वेशन सिस्टम, किंवा आपण जेव्हा दुसऱ्या गावामध्ये जातो तर एखादं लोकेशन आपल्याला माहिती नसतं त्यावेळेस आपण गुगल मॅप्सचा वापर करतो. आपल्याला जेव्हा बँकेतून पैसे काढायचे असते तेव्हा आपण आज इंटरनेटचा वापर करतो, किंवा ATMमधून पैसे काढण्याचा वापर करतो. यूट्यूबसारखे मनोरंजनाचे क्षेत्र आज टूल्स आपल्याला ॲप्लिकेशन आता आपल्याला अवेलेबल आहेत. असे इनोव्हेटिव्ह प्रॉडक्ट्स तयार करण्याची किंवा बिल्ड करण्याची बेसिस म्हणजे इन्फॉर्मेशन टेक्नॉलॉजी किंवा कॉम्प्युटर सायन्स हे आहे. आणि हा जो प्रोग्राम आहे BTech इन कॉम्प्युटर सायन्स किंवा BA इन कॉम्प्युटर सायन्स हा महाराष्ट्रामध्ये सगळ्याच विद्यापीठामध्ये 4 वर्षाचा असतो. आणि ह्या ब्रँचेस सोबतच्या ज्या काही अलाइड ब्रँचेस आहेत त्या म्हणजे इन्फॉर्मेशन टेक्नॉलॉजी ही एक अलाइड ब्रँच आहे. त्याचबरोबर काही विद्यापीठामध्ये बॅचलर ऑफ व्होकेशनल इन सॉफ्टवेअर डेव्हलपमेंट हा पण कोर्स अवेलेबल आहे. साधारणपणे 35 ते 40 सब्जेक्ट्स तुम्हाला या 4 वर्षाच्या प्रोग्राममध्ये अभ्यासावे लागतात, आणि वीकली 25 ते 30 तासाचा टीचिंग लोड असतो, आणि विद्यार्थ्यांना 15 तासाचा मिनिमम अभ्यास करण्यासाठी वेळ द्यावा लागतो. ह्या ब्रँचेसमध्ये साधारणपणे जे सब्जेक्ट्स कव्हर केले जातात ते म्हणजे प्रोग्रामिंग लँग्वेजेस, डेटाबेसेस आणि ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम्स आणि आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजन्स. आपल्या महाराष्ट्रामध्ये दोन टाईप्सचे कॉलेजेस आहेत की जे काही कॉलेजेस इंजिनिअरिंग कॉलेजेस आहेत जे डॉक्टर बाबासाहेब आंबेडकर टेक्नॉलॉजिकल विद्यापीठ युनिव्हर्सिटीला ॲफिलिएटेड झालेले आहेत, आणि काही कॉलेजेस हे कन्व्हेन्शनल युनिव्हर्सिटीला ॲफिलिएटेड झालेले आहेत. आणि ह्या विद्यापीठाप्रमाणे हा सिलेबस कोर्स कंटेंट हा बदललेला असतो आणि बाबासाहेब आंबेडकर टेक्नॉलॉजिकल युनिव्हर्सिटीमध्ये जे कोर्सेस अवेलेबल आहेत त्याच्यात त्या विद्यापीठामध्ये विद्यार्थ्यांना बरीचशी अकॅडमिक फ्लेक्झिबिलिटी मिळालेली आहे. नंबर ऑफ इलेक्टिव्ह जास्त आहेत. इंटर्नशिप्सची सुविधा आहे. इंडस्ट्री इंटर्नशिप कंपल्सरी आहे. इंडस्ट्री बेस्ड प्रोजेक्ट्स विद्यार्थ्यांना करावं लागतात. त्याचप्रमाणे ह्या बीटेक झाल्यानंतर जे विद्यार्थ्यांचं जे जॉब प्रोफाईल आहे, फ्रेश ग्रॅज्युएट्सला मिळणारे जे जॉब्स आहेत ते कॉम्प्युटर प्रोग्रामर आणि नेटवर्क इंजिनियर आहेत आणि साधारणपणे पे पॅकेज हे 3.5 lakhs to 9 lakhs असं आहे. कन्व्हेन्शनल टायटल्स हे जॉब टायटल्स हे कॉम्प्युटर प्रोग्रामर किंवा नेटवर्क इंजिनियर राहत होते. आजकालच्या मॉडर्न टायटल्समध्ये डेटा सायंटिस्ट, डेटा ॲनालिस्ट, वेब डेव्हलपर, मोबाईल ॲप्लिकेशन डेव्हलपर, इन्फॉर्मेशन सिक्युरिटी ॲनालिस्ट ह्या टाईपचे जॉब्स इंजिनिअरिंग ग्रॅज्युएट्सला बीटेक कॉम्प्युटर सायन्स या इंजिनिअरिंग ग्रॅज्युएट्सला अवेलेबल आहेत. कॉम्प्युटर इंजिनिअरिंग ग्रॅज्युएट्ससाठी करिअर ऑपॉर्च्युनिटीज तशा प्रत्येक क्षेत्रामध्ये आहेत. ऑटोमोबाईल, बँकिंग, कन्झ्युमर प्रॉडक्ट्स, गव्हर्मेंट ऑर्गनायझेशन, लॉजिस्टिक्स, टुरिझम आणि मेन ग्लोबल कंपनीज ज्या कॉम्प्युटर इंजिनिअरिंग ग्रॅज्युएट्सला रिक्रूट करतात ते म्हणजे ॲमेझॉन, गुगल, फेसबुक, ट्विटर. त्याचप्रमाणे जे नॅशनल लेवलच्या ज्या कंपनीज कॉम्प्युटर इंजिनिअरिंग ग्रॅज्युएट्स रिक्रूट करतात ते म्हणजे इन्फोसिस, TCS आणि पर्सिस्टंट. ह्या क्षेत्रामध्ये काम करत असताना जे करिअर चॅलेंजेस तुम्हाला फेस करावं लागतील ते म्हणजे जॉब मार्केट, कॉम्प्युटर इंजिनिअरिंगला जॉब मार्केट हा हायली कॉम्पिटिटिव्ह आहे. त्याचप्रमाणे तुम्हाला उद्याच्या प्रॉडक्ट्स इमॅजिन करून त्याला इनोव्हेटिव्ह सोल्युशन आज द्यावं लागतं. त्याचबरोबर ग्रॅज्युएट्स नीड्स टू इन्हान्स देअर स्किल्स कंटिन्युअस बेसिस. या क्षेत्रातल्या हायर स्टडीजच्या ऑपॉर्च्युनिटीज म्हणजे तुम्ही मास्टर ऑफ टेक्नॉलॉजी इन कॉम्प्युटर इंजिनिअरिंग करू शकता, सॉफ्टवेअर इंजिनिअरिंगमध्ये मास्टर करू शकता, इन्फॉर्मेशन सिक्युरिटीमध्ये मास्टर करू शकता, डेटा सायन्समध्ये MTech किंवा ME करू शकता. त्याचप्रमाणे बिझनेस ॲडमिनिस्ट्रेशन हा पण करिअर ऑप्शन तुम्ही निवडू शकता की ज्याच्यामध्ये तुम्ही टेक्नॉलॉजी मॅनेजमेंट किंवा मॅनेजमेंट ऑफ इन्फॉर्मेशन सिस्टीममध्ये स्पेशलायझेशन करू शकता. सोशल सायन्सेसकडे सुद्धा जाण्याचा विद्यार्थ्यांचा आजकाल कल दिसून येतो, विशेषतः कॉम्प्युटर सायन्स ग्रॅज्युएट्सचा की जे सायबर लॉज किंवा इकॉनॉमिक्स या विषयाचा MTech झाल्यानंतर BE झाल्यानंतर अभ्यास करतात. ज्या इमर्जिंग टेक्नॉलॉजीमध्ये येत्या 4-5 वर्षामध्ये जॉब्स अवेलेबल होतील त्यामध्ये डिजिटल इकॉनॉमी, ब्लॉकचेन टेक्नॉलॉजी आणि आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजन्स हा आहेत. त्याचप्रमाणे नॉलेज ॲक्विजिशन कसे होते ह्या प्रश्नाचं नुसतं उत्तर न देता ह्या सर्व प्रक्रिया करण्याच्या ऑटोमेटेड मशीन्स आणि डिव्हायसेस तयार करण्याची जबाबदारी इंजिनियर म्हणून आपल्याला पार पाडायची आहे. अशा एक्सायटेड असं हे कॉम्प्युटर सायन्स इंजिनिअरिंग क्षेत्र आहे. धन्यवाद. थँक्यू.